Hello everyone, how are you? I am Akrash, your teacher here, and I will teach you different questions and their answers. So I welcome you on classtheta.com. So our today's question is.
Hey, Dilemma, the story of Phar-Mor shows how quick a company that built its earnings on fraudulent transaction can dissolve like an Alka-Seltzer. One day, Stan Cherelstein, the controller of Phar-Mor, discovered cabinets suffered with held checks totaling $10 million. Phar-Mor could not release the check to vendors because it did not have enough cash in the bank to cover the amount. Cherelstein wondered what he should do. Background: Phar-Mor was chain discount drugstores based in Youngstown, Ohio, and founded in 1982 by Michael Monus and David Shapira. In less than 10 years, the company grew from 15 to 310 stores, had 25,000 employees. According to litigation release number 14716 issued by the SEC, one Phar-Mor had cumulative overstated income by 290 million between 1987 and 1991. In 1992, prior to disclosure of the fraud, the company overstated income by an addition to 38 million. The cost of character Mickey Monus personifies the hard-driving entrepreneur who is bound and determined to make it big. Whether the cost, he served as the president and chief operating officer of Phar-Mor from its inception until a corporate restructuring was announced on July 28, 1992. David Shapira was the CEO of both Phar-Mor and Giant Eagle. Phar-Mor's parent company and majority stockholders. Giant Eagle also owned Tamco, which was one of Phar-Mor's major suppliers. Shapira left day-to-day operations of Phar-Mor to Monus until the fraud became too large and persistent to ignore. Patrick Finn was the CFO of Phar-Mor from 1988 to 1992. He bought Monus. The bad news that following a number of years eroding profit, the company faced millions in losses. In 1989, John Anderson was the accounting manager for Phar-Mor, hired after completing a college degree in accounting at Youngstown State University. Anderson became a part of the fraud Coopers and Lybrand prior to its merge with Price Waterhouse, where the editor of Phar-Mor failed to detect the fraud as it was unfolding. How it started. The facts of this case taken from the SEC Philly and PBS Frontline episode called How to Seal $500 million. The interpretation of the fact is consistent with report, but some literary lessons has been taken to add intrigue to the case. Film approached Morris with the bad news. Monus took on his pen, crossed off the losses, and then wrote in higher number to show a profit. Monus could not bear the thought of his hard growth company that had been sizzling for 5 years suddenly flaming out. In the beginning, it was to be a short-term fix to buy time while the company improved efficiency, put the heat on suppliers of lower price, and turned profit. Finn believed in Monus' ability to turn things around, so he went along with the fraud. Also, he thought of himself as a team player. Finn prepared the reports, and Monus changed the number of 4 months before turning the task over to Finn. These reports with the false numbers were faxed to Shapira and given to Phar-Mor's fault. Basically, the company was lying to its owners. The fraud occurred by dumping the losses into a bucket account and then relocating the sums to one of the company's hundreds of stores in the form of increases in inventory amount. Phar-Mor issued fake invoices for merchandise purchases and made furniture and tried to increase inventory and decrease cost of slave. The company over counted and double counted merchandise in inventory. The fraud was helped by the fact that the auditors from Cooper observed inventory in only 4 out of 300 stores, and that allowed the finance department at Phar-Mor to conceal the shortages. Moreover, Coopers informed Phar-Mor in advance which store they would visit. Phar-Mor executive fully stocked the 4 selected stores but allocated the funny inventory increase to the other 296 stores. Regardless of the accounting tricks, Phar-Mor was heading for collapse, and its supplies threatened to cut off company for non-payment of bills. 10. Cherelstein role. Cherelstein, a CPA, was hired to be controller of Phar-Mor in 1991, long after the fraud had begun. One day, Anderson called Cherelstein into his office and explained that the company had been keeping 2 sets of books, one that showed the true state of the company with the losses, and the other called the subledger that showed the falsified numbers that were presented to the auditors. Cherelstein and Anderson discussed what to do about the fraud. Cherelstein asked Anderson why he had not done something about it. Anderson asked how could he? He was a new kid on the block. Besides, Pat seemed to be disinterested in confronting Monus. Cherelstein was not happy about the situation and felt like he had a higher responsibility. He demanded to meet with Monus. Cherelstein did get Monus to agree to repay the company for the loss from Monus' personal investment of company funds into the World Basketball League (WBL), but Monus never kept his word. In the beginning, Cherelstein felt compelled to give Monus some time to turn things around through increased efficiencies and by using a device called exclusive fees, which vendor paid to Phar-Mor to stock their product. Over time, Cherelstein became more and more uncomfortable as the suppliers called more and more frequently demanding payment on their invoices. Accounting fraud, misappropriation of assets. The unfortunate reality of the Phar-Mor saga was that it involved not only bogus inventory but also the diversion of company funds to feed Monus' personal habits. One example was the movement of $10 million in company funds to help start the WBL. False financial statement. According to the ruling, the U.S. Court of Appeals that had Monus appeal of his conviction on all 109 counts of fraud. The company submitted false financial statement to Pittsburgh National Bank, which increased a revolving credit line for more from $435 million to $600 million in March 1992. It also defrauded corporate partner, an investment group that bought $200 million in Phar-Mor stock in June 1991. The list goes on, including the defrauding of Chemical Bank, which served as the pricing agent of $155 million in 10 years senior secured notes issued to Phar-Mor. Washington House Credit Corporation, which had executed $50 million loan commitment to Phar-Mor in 1987, and Westminster National Bank, which served as the placing agent for $112 million in Phar-Mor's stock hold to various financial institutions in 1991. Tamco relationship. The early financial trouble experienced by Phar-Mor in 1988 can be attributed to at least 2 transactions. The first was that the company provided deep discounts to retailers to stock in stores with product. There was concern early on that the margin was too thin. The second was that its supplier Tamco was shipping partial orders to Phar-Mor while billing for full ordered. Phar-Mor had no way of knowing this because it was not logging in shipment from Tamco. After the deficiency of discovered, Giant Eagle agreed to pay Phar-Mor $7 million in 1998 on behalf of Tamco. Phar-Mor later bought Tamco for Giant Eagle in an additional effort to solve the inventory and filling problem. However, the losses just kept on coming. Unit 2 case study 29 Phar-Mor. Unit 157, you will write 1 to 2-page lesson learned paper. In this paper, describe ethical theories and principles, egotism, utilitarianism, justice theory, virtue ethics, deontology, etc. that are evident after become more evident after reflection. Please answer the following question in your paper. How do you exemplify giving voice to value? Lesson for the week. What soft skill do you use to accomplish the task? How did you display courage? What takeaway did you acquire to show your ethics? You should strive to write well, clearly, succinctly, professionally, and powerfully to convey an ethical message. And the answer of the question is based on the information in the provided document about Phar-Mor. There are key points and questions addressed to craft lesson learned paper incorporating ethical theories and principles. Ethical theories and principles evident in Phar-Mor case: egotism. Mickey Monus exhibited egotism by prioritizing his success and the company's image over ethical considerations. His actions were driven by personal gain and desire to maintain the facade of thriving businesses despite the underlying financial issues. Second, utilitarianism. The decision made by Phar-Mor executive were short-term fixes intended to benefit the company and its stakeholders by presenting a profitable image. However, these actions ultimately led to greater harm for employees, investors, and suppliers when the fraud was exposed. Third, justice theory. Justice theory is about fairness and equitable treatment. Phar-Mor's fraudulent activities violated this principle by misleading investors, banks, and other stakeholders, creating an unfair and deceptive business environment. Virtue ethics. Virtue ethics focus on the character and virtues of individuals. The lack of honesty, integrity, and accountability among Phar-Mor's leadership demonstrates a failure in maintaining virtuous behavior. 5. Deontology. Deontological ethics, which emphasizes duties and rule, was patently ignored. Phar-Mor's executives had a duty to provide accurate financial information but choose to engage in fraudulent activities. Instead, reflection on ethical practice and takeaways. First, giving voice to value. We will lesson the importance of speaking up when accounting unethical practices is paramount. Cherelstein's eventual decision to comfort Monus and the subsequent discomfort he felt highlight the need for courage and moral responsibility in voicing concerns. Second, soft skills utilized communications. Cherelstein discussion with Anderson and Monus required clear and assertive communication to address the fraud, critical thinking, evaluating the situation, and considering the implication of fraudulent activities demanded strongly analytical skills. Integrity. Maintaining personal integrity while navigating a corrupt environment was crucial for Cherelstein. Third, displaying courage. Cherelstein displayed courage by addressing the fraudulent activities despite potential personal and professional risk. His insistence on confronting Monus and attempting to rectify the situation showed a commitment to ethical principles. For ethical takeaways, the necessity of transparency and honesty in financial reporting cannot be overstated. Maintaining ethical standards and adhering to regulation are essential for long-term success and trust. The role of auditors and the importance of thorough and unbiased audits to detect fraudulent activities are critical. waiting to company culture that encourages ethical behavior and accountability to all levels can prevent such extensive fraud. Conclusion: the Phar-Mor case serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of unethical behavior and the importance of adhering to ethical principles in business operation. By reflecting on this case, individuals and organizations can better understand the significance of integrity, accountability, and courage in maintaining ethical standards. This paper succinctly captures the essence of the Phar-Mor case, integrates ethical theories, and reflects on the importance of ethical behavior in business practices.
Thank you for watching the video. If you have any question related to this video, please post a comment below. If you have any question in your mind, you can also post on the website and I will be answering you in the next video. Thank you for engaging with us. Until next video, bye bye.